Welcome. I'm Richard Hosner, and I'm your host for this in-depth wisdom series. My goal is to help you live a wisdom-inspired life by sharing with you some profound and deep wisdom that can truly better your life and help you live a wisdom-inspired life. The source of all the wisdom in this series comes from Paramahansa Yogananda, a God-realized enlightened avatar who founded the Self-Realization Fellowship and left us with a wealth of wisdom in books and teachings. Check them out on the Self-Realization Fellowship. Having said that, in these series, I'd share with you not only the profound wisdom, simple profound wisdom, and by that I mean it can really, really make a positive difference in your life. But I go beyond just sharing it with you by sharing the benefits of that wisdom and how you can develop more of this wisdom attribute in your life. This is a rather simple yet interesting and powerful piece of wisdom from Yogananda. The quote is very straightforward. Quote, "Stillness is the altar of spirit." Each of those words are very important. Stillness. Stillness is something most of us are not very familiar with. We're used to maybe being peaceful, we're used to being quiet, but stillness is just a deeper level of quiet and peacefulness. It's deep. Okay? And when I try to achieve stillness is when I realize that, okay, I'm comfortable, I'm peaceful, but my energy doesn't feel like it's stillness. Really calmed down. Okay? I do some research on these topics sometimes with ChatGPT, and I thought what ChatGPT came back on this was pretty good, so I want to read you this, and we'll get into the other details here. Stillness plays a vital role in deepening our connection with God. Woo! Plays a vital role in deepening our connection with God. In the midst of our busy and chaotic lives, finding moments of stillness allows us to quiet our minds, open our hearts, and cultivate a deeper awareness of the divine presence. That says it pretty darn well. Okay, so are there some things we can do to cultivate stillness in our life? I never thought you'd ask. Of course you can. That's what I do. I try and share with you things that you can do to experience this wisdom. The first is inner reflection. Stillness provides the opportunity for introspection and self-reflection. Okay? Getting to know ourselves better in stillness. Second, stillness brings presence and listening. In the silence of stillness, we become more attuned to God's presence. In the silence of stillness, we become more attuned to God's presence. That's the power of stillness, being in the presence of God. Third is deepening our relationship. Just as stillness allows us to listen to God, it also creates the space for God to communicate with us. Very well said. Okay? That's very important, because if our mind's chaotic and running and monkey mind and all that other stuff, if God's trying to communicate with us, and God does, we're not going to be able to register that communication. And in cultivating inner peace, stillness enables us to find balance, align with our true selves, and experience a sense of harmony with the divine. All this is very powerful stuff, and you can see why this simple little statement has so much wisdom packed into it. So, We also deepen our understanding through stillness. We can deepen our understanding of God's nature and attributes. And along the path of living a wisdom-inspired life, getting to know God is the primary duty, responsibility, activity, and outcome. That's why living a wisdom-inspired life is so powerful. So, stillness is an essential practice for knowing God. It allows us to cultivate self-awareness, listen to the divine, deepen our relationship, find inner peace, and gain a deeper understanding of our divine nature. That is a robust set of benefits from this little quote about stillness. And that quote again is from Yogananda. Stillness is the altar of spirit. It's the altar of God. Whew. Okay. As always, I deeply appreciate you listening to these episodes, and I look forward to reconnecting with you soon.